When I was a kid, I did not care at all about grammar. I just wanted to write my stories, and I had so many stories to write, so many worlds to dive into. And to be honest, grammar just got in my way. I didn't really care about it, so I didn't pay much attention to it, which meant that I wasn't very good at it, which meant that the wondrous river of praise for my creative stories dried up and was replaced by a rocky bed of criticism, which was not great for my ego. But grammar and I were never really good friends. But as a professional writer over the last few years, decades, I've had to improve my grammar, and it sort of has happened just by default. It's just happened by being exposed daily to working with editors and into writing and getting feedback. So I'm a little bit better at grammar these days, but I'm sure that I still make a lot of mistakes, and that's why I really appreciate working with sub-editors and editors. I would prefer to work with at least one sub-editor than not, let's just say. Because the fun part for me is the writing. And as someone who teaches people to write memoirs and life stories and family histories, I know that a lot of people have picked up angst from when they were young because they were told off for the same reasons I was told off, told they were doing something wrong. When that's kind of missing the point. The main point is that they get their stories done. The main point is that people keep writing their stories until they're finished. Then they can tidy up their grammar. But let's keep the fun, creative process of writing. That's the whole reason I write, for the creative process. I don't want to stuff around worrying about whether I've got the apostrophe in the right place. I just want to have fun and write the damn story. But today, though, I wanted to tell you about something my 8-year-old reminded me of last night. And it's something I see some of my memoir writing students getting wrong. But you know how I feel about it. I want them to just write, and then we can fix it up after. And it's my 8-year-old reminded me of a thing called contractions, which is where you use an apostrophe to shorten a word. We use them all the time. I have, or she would, she'd. So sometimes I notice people on my course forgetting to put that apostrophe in there to indicate that a word has become shorter. And that's just one reminder I wanted to give you today. One really easy reminder, and I kind of wish that I'd been taught in one easy, short lesson at a time so that I could just get on with the joy of writing. The important thing is just to write. Write for the joy of writing. Write for the joy of saying what you want to say, of sharing your stories. Just keep writing.